The Indiana State Fair holds many bicentennial treasures for Hoosiers to discover. One organization has created a twist to help promote the state's history. News 10 photojournalist Garrett Brown takes us to the State Fair, where the Wabash Valley is part of that historical celebration.
At the Indiana State Fair, some exhibits come and go, but for the state's bicentennial, something new has moved in and is catching quite a bit of attention. Welcome to the Bison-tennial Art Exhibit. Since the fair began, these bison have been grazing the park sun up to sundown. Some even came prepared for the rain. Now, these are no ordinary bison. They're part of the Legacy Project to celebrate Indiana's history, presented by United Way organizations in Indiana. Mark Hill with the United Way of Knox County is one of the people behind the project.
There were 160 bison that were commissioned or purchased throughout the state, and then 25 of the top were selected to be at the state fair.
Many of the bison here are not only to make an artistic statement, but also represent a county in Indiana. Which brings us to Knox the Bison. Knox has a lot of stories to tell with a little help from people like Mark.
Knox kind of represents everything about Vincennes and Knox County. It has the history, it has the agriculture, it has healthcare and education, which are the four biggest employers in our county.
With the help of Vincennes University's art department, Knox slowly began to show his colors. One side represents agriculture, the other historic Knox County landmarks.
So we have something new, something old, so he represents the whole sectional history of Vincennes.
Now, the State Fair wasn't Knox's first road trip. He's done quite a bit of traveling, showing his pride on his side. But his journey is far from over and his future is still unsure.
Some counties are going to auction off their bisons at the end of the bicentennial year. We've thought about, where would be an historic place where he could potentially stay or be visited at frequently in the future.
Until then, Knox continues to take in the view and soak up the compliments, at least until the end of the fair. After that,
it's the bicentennial.
At the Indiana State Fair, Garrett Brown, News 10.
Knox the Bison has a few more stops before the end of the year. If you have any suggestions for his final resting place, contact the United Way of Knox County. You can find their contact information at our website, WTHI-TV.com.